Nicknames, names, David, just David, or
David the Finesse.
David the Finesse.
CJ.
CJ. Okay, all right, I got you. That's it. Okay. We're ready. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, damn right. We back again. The vibe is just, I love it here, yo. All right, we are another episode of Roll It Up. This is an interesting episode, yo. We got that light skin vibe, that light skin vibe going today, man. I ain't gonna stunt. So, you guys know this is another episode of Roll It Up where we chilling, we vibing, we're just smoking, chopping it up. Haven't seen you guys in quite a long time, so happy to be with y'all. You guys are my guests, obviously, for today. We got David the Finesse in the building. Let him know what's up, man. Talk to him real quick. Say what's up. Where you from?
Check out my new latest track, I Want You. And,
okay.
I just been around Waukegan, just doing a lot of things, but mostly music, because I've just been trying to incorporate very good vibes. So if you check out my music, you can catch a lot of good vibes in there, mostly about love. Okay. You know, because I like to spread that a lot.
You talking to the ladies, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got a girl though. So,
okay. Hey, you know, that's right. Shout out to the lady.
Got a girl. Shout out my girl.
Right,
I love you. But yeah.
All right. We also got CJ in the motherfucking cut over there. Yeah, that's right.
It's your boy CJ. You know what I'm saying? These have been my boys for I don't know how long. Go kindergarten and up a little bit.
Long time.
I've been around the area too. You know, I make my music.
That's right.
Got a little project of my own coming out later in the year, but
that's
right. I think right now is a good time that we get together, spread the love. Positivity.
My boy, now is the best time than ever. I mean, we're only getting older. We ain't getting younger. So we gotta keep in tune with each other, checking up, and I think this is a nice, clever way of, hey, if you're ever seeing each other, come through, chop it up. Shout out to my brother over there at TDK. That's his show, Chop It Up. He's got his own vibe too, where it's just you come in and we just talk about stuff. Here, we're a little bit more reckless. There's no whole bars here. So, gentlemen, if there's anything off limits, you let me know right now, because I'll bring the dirt out. Just like that. Exactly, yeah. So overall, though, it's a little bit carefree here. So if you guys haven't been or seen the show, you guys know it's 3 subjects, a little bit. One of them try to be a little bit controversial, not so much. 2 of them definitely fun. You know about a little bit of the script before, so we're gonna get into tattoos. No specific order. Tattoos, just how you like them, or ones that you want to get, or favorite ones you have, or your girl's name coming soon type shit, all that good stuff. So we get into that, and then we can get into holidays and seasons, being that 4th of July just passed. So I mean, if you're inclined to that or anything, later on in the year or the beginning of the year, seasons and holidays overall. And then we're gonna get into damn, I forgot the last subject actually. Fuck, I forgot what the fuck it was.
Short-term memory.
Yeah, for real though. I got the roll in this joint, got the thinking.
Bro, I feel like the older I get,
it was gonna be music at first, but I mean, it's up to y'all niggas. You want to do that? Oh, and then worst case scenario, we're gonna talk about I think that was it. Fears, tattoos, and favorite times of the year. Yeah, that's it. That's 3 of them bitches. Yeah. So, but here we let the guests pick the order though. So I'll have you pick the first subject. You can pick the second one though. So
let's
start us off, man.
Seasons.
Yeah. Okay, easy. Nice little icebreaker there. Yeah. With that being said, I am a summer guy. Definitely summer.
I can relate.
Summer is the favorite time of year for me. My birthday's in the summer. I got May. I'm a May baby. Taurus all day. Got that shit tatted.
Okay.
Got that shit tatted on me. So yeah, you fuck with the bull, you get the horns, all that good shit. But something about summer, man.
You're an earth sign, right?
Definitely.
Earth sign.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Summer.
Okay,
all
yeah. Earth signs all day, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's where it's at, bro.
Yeah.
Them other signs are just fire signs.
See, them
other signs. Yeah, exactly. Them earth signs. Whack is it? No, I'm just like no, but earth sign for real. I just something about hot weather. When it gets too hot, obviously, that shit gets annoying as hell. Nobody likes to be hot, clammy,
sweaty
dying.
And shit.
Yeah, like today was pretty hot in itself. Oh, hell yeah, for sure. You need that deal. That's when all the hygiene's coming for sure. I think it's pit check. So, I've always liked summer. Cookouts for sure for me. Bonfires.
I just had a crazy cookout yesterday.
You've always been like that, though. He was just high school.
Exactly.
Kickbacks and get together, bro.
You know my vibe, bro. When summer comes out, the freaks come out at night. That's my thing, bro. I don't care, bro. That's my shit. Like,
no shame.
Yeah, bro. The vibes are always there in the summer. I mean, I'm just a summer baby. I think I was even born in the summer. Like, obviously, I was born in May, but I'm saying like, I think I was born like in the middle of the day. I'm saying, yeah, but I'm saying I was born like daytime hours too, like 10 a.m., like when the sun's out, my boy, like when it's nice out and stuff like that. So I came out.
What do you like to do, like when the sun's out?
Oh man, I used to be a beachhead. I used to go to the beach a lot. Nowadays, I just like to be outside and grill for real in the summer.
I'm getting more into that. I haven't really been grilling, but like I've been the thought process. Like,
okay,
the older we get, it's like, you know, we're approaching the unk stage, but not totally.
I'm definitely on stage, bro.
I'm already on uncle.
Yeah, okay, me too. As am I.
Before I was dead. So
okay,
you feel me?
Yeah. Well, what about you? What's your guys' favorite season though? Overall, what do you think?
It's either I'm gonna contemplate. I'm gonna say summer or fall because I'm a fall baby. You know what I'm saying?
Fall, fuck nigga fall. That's what they be on. That's what they be on. Okay. Nah, bro, but I love fall though too, bro. The colors,
like before it gets too cold. Type
yeah,
like
bro. Hoodie wet. Yeah, bro. That's what
I favor more the summer, but my birthday is like right on the borderline towards the end of the summer.
What's your birthday again, David?
August 29th.
Oh, okay.
So it's
like right around the corner from my guy over there. Yeah, my boy over there. He's August 21st.
It's like right around the corner. So it's like I like the summer a lot because all the vibes, all the grilling, being by the water. Like
summer.
In the winter, you can't really do all the move around and stuff like that because all the snow and the weather. But
okay.
I like the fall as well.
Okay.
The temperature drop, like you said. Like I don't like when it's super hot all the time.
Bro, like them hot summer days are not. They're just. It's miserable when it's too hot, bro. Like you can't even.
Funny thing though, because I don't say we, but a lot of people complain about the the cold days, but once it finally hits,
exactly, bro.
I feel like the last couple of years it's been a little bit more hotter than usual when I was younger.
The summers I feel have been more treacherous for sure. I feel like, bro. And not only that, I feel like the winters have been worse too. Like, I mean, we can go into the least favorite season too on the subject, which would be 9 times out of 10. I think, overall, I think winter would probably be the worst, man. Because living in Illinois, all right, for everybody don't know, yeah, we're living in Illinois. We get all 4 seasons here, and we get a good couple of weeks with all 4 seasons.
You remember that year where damn near all 4 seasons came in one day?
Hell yeah, bro. Living out here, you get them, bro. The day starts off at like 80. Drops to like 60, and then it'll snow by the end of the night. He'd be like, "What the fuck?
What day is this?"
Or some shit all in one day. Shit blew me, bro. It was like a big storm, bro. I was coming from Waukegan. I had my I don't know if you remember, I had my little Jetta back in the day.
Orange one.
No, it was
tan.
It
was brown.
Okay, I was gonna say it was tan.
TSI.
That bitch was clean.
I'm coming back from shout out Howard. I was coming back from Howard.
Oh, okay, bet. Yeah, shout out. He's been on the show. Yeah.
And motherfucking I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'll be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just catching it, bro. There was like a flood coming down the bridge on Washington.
Okay.
So I had to turn around, but I got caught almost in it. And I had a donut on the right. So I ended up parking somewhere and spending the night in my car, bro.
Wow. Dang. Yeah, no, bro, sometimes winter is, I mean, a couple years ago, not even, this was a couple millennials. Nah, shit, this was a while ago. We had that big ass winter storm out in Illinois, like half of Chicago going into the suburbs. Remember, we got over like 10 inches of snow. That's the worst winter I've ever seen out here. But I've had like colder days, I feel like in the past couple years, it's just bone cold out. Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like we live in Antarctica sometimes. Because I'm like, bro, like, I don't know if I'm just a bitch or nothing, but I can't. Like, I start hyperventilating.
I remember that winter, like when you open the door and there's like a pile of snow in front of the door.
My studio apartment I had, when I opened my door, like, I didn't really have no central heat, and I just had the space heater. Opened the door, just the gust of wind took all that.
It gets so bad, dude. Like, this is like the Midwest is the only place where we can get hit all 4 seasons, and that shit hurts. Summer can knock you down. You can have a heat stroke. You go into winter, motherfuckers get hypothermia.
Good.
You go in the fall. If you don't take care of yourself enough, you're gonna get sick for the rest of the fall. Like, you just have a flu, because that shit is bad.
Real?
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
I don't want no flu.
Right, that shit is really worrisome, bro. And
shout out to the homies.
They gotta go through that shit. Yeah, they do.
Hey,
they do.
That's true.
They
That's
do,
true.
for sure. I mean, overall, what you got like? You fuck with Thanksgiving and all? Y'all like Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I fuck with Thanksgiving.
November would be because I was saying you guys like fall, so coming up with that holiday would probably be what Thanksgiving usually.
Since 4th of July passed, growing up, I think that I never really had a favorite. Really, I think Christmas. I think when you're with kids more so because it's the end of the year, we expect gifts or whatnot. Now I think
expect gifts now. Yeah, now. But yeah, when I was younger, hell yeah, I wanted all the gifts.
So and crazy. My son's birthday is 3 days before Christmas.
Oh, you got a Christmas baby.
So come out that pocket.
You gotta come. Double the gift.
Either it'll be like Thanksgiving or 4th of July time, because that's when I feel like summertime is you get family. You're supposed to be around family.
Yeah,
it's nice out. You guys get the cooking, having drinks, kids around.
For example, here at this bar, Dynasty Barbershop, man, we host a lot of our Christmas and New Year's party right here. And the vibe is just—it's family, family based. But it's amazing. I mean, Alex the barber, he goes all out, decorations on the ceilings. We do white elephants. You know what I'm saying? We have catering usually. So, I mean, it's the holidays, but Christmas especially is like a big thing because New Year's is right behind it. And we keep that like family oriented, and we're just inclined with each other. Like we got a group chat, so it's like as soon as Christmas is over, we start planning for New Year's. So we're there. It's like it sucks that it's cold out, but no matter what, you got, like you said, you got to be around family, bro. It's family oriented.
Friends too. The real ones that stick in your life. Keep those around the holiday season.
You guys done a couple of Friendsgivings yet?
I haven't. I've always
done like one or two. Like I haven't thrown it, but I've been to them.
Okay, yeah.
They're pretty nice,
They're chill, man. It's cool to see your own people come up, get their own crib, with their significant other, and they're able to host, and like it's Friendsgiving is like a really cool thing. I went to one last year, and it was just like one of my you guys know my fiance Lexi. She's got these friends that are realtors, and the house that they have is really nice. And when they hosted the Friendsgiving, like they had a Friends the Show theme for the Friendsgiving, so the vibe was cool as fuck though. Like it was just chill as hell, man. I was like, it's cool to look around and be like, we bossing up right now. Like,
it's dope.
Nice ass spot.
Even this right here is dope.
Oh well, too. I mean,
I remember you from school and all that, and me and CJ go way back since kindergarten, since we were little kids.
I was telling somebody the other day, I said David's gonna be my guest, and I was like, well, we used to go to the mall together. Like, we used to be the mall days. We used to be in that mall kicking it, G. Every weekend we had no plans at the mall. I bet I'll be there at 9 or I'll be there at 8 type shit.
That was like a club, bro. Everybody was there. It was like a club.
Walking around.
But that's you got to keep in touch with your homies, man. You got to make sure you're still good. And I like the platform of the podcast, like you're saying. The environment here is like, look, no matter the bullshit aside, we finna kick it. We finna meet up, and mutual platforms. I like. If you guys got something going with your life, you can talk about it. I'm obviously an open book 9 times out of 10. You guys know, like, if you got anything to say, like, let me know, positive or negative. Like, that's what it is. So I love it. I love, the times changing with the environment and the fact that, summers are like 4th of July was cool as hell. I don't know what you guys had. Would you guys do anything for 4th of July?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch fireworks? I mean, overall?
I threw like a big little barbecue, like family base with friends.
How we not invited? All right, continue.
The problem was I was too lit.
Okay.
Because I had just recently went to Belize and I had got some.
I see.
I brought some rum, some Belizean rum, and like I busted it out, and after that,
bless us.
But I was lit, and then I had a driver though, and I went to the Waukegan Beach to see the fireworks. And shout out to Waukegan because you guys had free parking.
Facts. That's tough to find nowadays.
But the fireworks were beautiful, and then they had food trucks too, mostly tacos, and I bought some tacos just to support. And they were pretty good. They're pretty good.
Gotta feed the community as you should. I like that. That's what's up though.
What you guys do?
So I was just kicking back. Like I said, I was kicking with John. We just had a couple fireworks, blew them off, and I seen like the spot I was at by his crib. I could see from North Chicago, from Waukegan.
It's by the lake, right?
Right. So I see water. A lot of different people see fireworks.
The shoreline, if you will, right? Kind of the shoreline, you're seeing the fireworks there. So that's nice. I feel like sometimes if you're watching fireworks, the best spot, minus the fucking mosquitoes, but the lake though. I feel like when you're on the lake or on a boat, you get some of the best fireworks, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's a vibe right there, dude. Because you're just chilling outdoors.
I'm trying to manifest that. I still want to be on the boat this summer.
For real?
Sometime doing something, chilling with the homies or so.
You can. They have pretty affordable boat rides in Chicago, like yacht cruises and stuff, and then they provide the fireworks. So you can do it, bro. You definitely do it.
You could easily do it, bro. Hey, anything's achievable, my boy. But no, 4th of July has always been a big holiday too for me. It may not be my favorite, but it's a big tradition for sure. We usually lately the past couple of years it's always been grilling, bonfire, fireworks.
What's your favorite meat to grill?
Oh boy, what? Pause. But I feel you though. I'll definitely chicken drumsticks, bro. That's my specialty, bro. I low key not even trying to hype myself up. Like the drumsticks, I be bro. Them bitches be. I'm damn near thinking of a food truck. Them bitches be hitting. Not only I'm the best roller in Lake County, but I think I'm the best drumstick.
You got that recipe pinting one.
Boy, I'm telling y'all, like I definitely drumsticks. Like I did some carne today.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did some of that.
I ate some out of cheddar yesterday.
You feel me? Like
fire.
This nigga said
He was eating carne too. Carne asada.
Type shit, right? Yes. So grilling has always been a thing, and I'm blessed to be humble enough to be on the grill. Like that alone was a big step too, because
I used to suck on the grill. I used to like burn everything.
I ain't gonna stop. My carnes used to be bogus as fuck. I had one time they were so bad. My homie was like, "Yeah, this nigga Zach made some jerky." It just was dried out. I was like, "Damn, they low key." Hey man, look, you gotta level up. All right, you gotta crumb. Right.
I fuck with beef jerky, man.
Type shit, right? Like it's seasoned jerky. Looking at.
But when it comes off the grill like that, you know it's like, oh man, I did something wrong.
That bitch said too low. Yeah. So it's a level up phase for sure. I mean, same thing with bonfires. I used to throw some weak ass bonfires. I used to be like, oh, we just need a couple logs. Like, but you've been around to a couple of my last cribs. Like, I had that bitch rocking. Yeah, like it's a level up.
It was going crazy like that.
Yeah, no, I had that. Yeah, you never came to the Lindenhurst spot, G. CJ's been there a couple times. Yeah, I had a big backyard, and I had a neighbor actually down the street. He used to do fireworks for 4th of July for like just the neighborhood too. So like I'd have the cookout, the bonfire, and then you go like 2 houses down. He got shit like rocking over there. Like that shit was cool as fuck. So I mean, I've always loved.
He did that like every year. That was just
he still does it too. I don't even live there, but he still does it at his crib. Always, man. Even when I was younger, 4th of July was always like a thing for us. Like we get together with my mom's friends. We go out to Wisconsin and see big ass fireworks too. Like that's always been a.
See, I first used to see like fireworks with my family because I'm from New York. So like my uncle.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't know
the
that.
Bronx. So from my uncle, he would like.
Shout out New York.
I would live out here though, but I would visit back. My dad would send me, and like the 4th of July, like my uncle, he would have hella fireworks, bro. Hella people come over his house. It would be, and we would be in the middle of the street, just a lot of kids.
That's the vibe. When you get to get in the middle of the street, yeah, bro.
Yeah. The shit's lit, bro. It's just it's not about more of the fireworks. It's more about like the vibe of having.
So, if I'm not, are you Dominican?
No, I'm Puerto Rican and Belizean.
Okay, so you're Puerto Rican and Belizean. So out there though, you went to Belize, you went to Belize. So do they celebrate 4th of July out there? No, obviously because it's an American holiday, right?
I'm not really.
Do they partake in the fireworks at least, though? Right?
I don't think so.
Okay, interesting.
I know we have an Independence Day though, like in September. So that's where they celebrate. They celebrate for actually like a long time. Like,
damn,
like
maybe
a couple weeks or so.
Sounds about right.
Because there's like
Puerto Ricans beyond that. No, I'm just like,
there's like a specific date for a certain battle, I believe, and then that's where they like really celebrate. But before that, they're still celebrating, getting lit and all that. Yeah, but it's really for, I think there was a battle that happened or whatever where they gained their independence. Obviously, that's why it's Independence Day.
Sounds right. That's what I'm saying, because they're not celebrating technically 4th of July with us because it's American holiday.
That's in September,
right?
4th of July. I'm not. You might catch some people over there, maybe. Okay.
Interesting. Alexa. Playing Dolph, you heard that shit? What the fuck is that? So. But the holidays overall in different seasons, not seasons, different states are fucking, it's interesting too, because I went to Colorado one time and they were celebrating this holiday before. What the fuck was it? I think it was in fall. It was like a Halloween, but it was a different version of Halloween over there. I swear to God, in Colorado, bro, I was intrigued.
He's like, what's going on?
Yeah, no, because they weren't necessarily dressing up, but it was a trick or treating vibe, and I was just like, so it's not Halloween though, because I was like, it's not the 31st, and they're like, no, it's something they do in October, and I was like, okay, so it's like Halloween.
Like, please help me understand.
Yeah, I was like, is it based in like October type shit?
So they're basically passing out candy, but at the same time, they're not calling it Halloween.
But it's Colorado, so they can get away with it because it's such a vibe out there. It's such a vibe.
I bet they'll pass out some weed too.
Oh, some edibles? Yeah, I would imagine so. You go to the dispensaries, they're gonna plug your ass too. You guys been to Colorado?
No, I want to go. Okay. That's the one place I do want to go because I heard about their weed. Also, not just the weed, the mountains.
No, bro. I went to help friends move, but I stayed the week for just sightseeing and taking it in. Yeah. And I went to the downtown Denver area, went to Red Rocks, hiked it around there and shit like that.
How's the hike?
It was amazing. I wore the wrong outfit, obviously, but it was amazing. My dumb ass was there in an all black shirt.
What did you wear?
I wore an all black shirt.
Ooh.
I had some shorts on, but I had some fucking I think I had some Air Forces, all white. Ooh. And it was just bad. It was just hot, bro. Because Colorado, the elevation is rise to begin with, so you're closer to the sun and it's hotter. The rain is worse, but I don't know. It's something about it is just cool. Like
he went with
the rain
classics,
is worse,
though.
bro.
He went with the Air Forces.
Come on, man! It's my first time out of the state, like in Colorado. I got a stunt,
Classics.
But they were like, "We're gonna go for a hike too." I was like, "A what?" We're like a hike. I was like, "But like how far?" They're like, "Oh, a couple miles past Red Rocks." I was like, "Wow!" But the hike, like scenery, was amazing. Though. Like you can't beat that. And I went whitewater rafting out there.
So you recommend I go?
Oh man, go,
rafting,
dude! Take it, go for it, like experience it. I didn't fall out. Luckily, I didn't. Yeah, I did not. We had someone in the boat that fell out.
To you.
Bro, the rapids are crazy. I was shitting bricks. I was shitting bricks. No cap. I was shitting.
I feel you, bro. I don't know. You're making me scared. Let's go on to the fears. Let's talk about fears.
Me.
I'm scared.
We're working there. But it was. I was nervous as fuck to do it, but the instructors are really cool, man. I mean, it's a whole event they have there. It's like a resort you go to. They walk you through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? They make sure you're good. And yeah, we did have someone fall out in there, but they stopped. You know, they fell out. Yeah, they fell out. Gee, the rapids are for real. The rapids are for real.
Wait. What happened after they fell out?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You pull over, like you stop. The instructor makes you stop, and like you do like this reverse paddle to where you stop.
Okay. So you're like still safe, though.
Exactly. So you do the reverse paddle, but they're not.
I thought you meant like just fall out and like flow and
talk about some RIP. Talk about RIP, bros. That should have been right. Go back. I promise y'all it's not that scary. I can't
not that serious.
Yeah, I can't instruct it for y'all, but when you have the right instructor there, bro, it's a vibe. It's definitely cool. I wasn't going, bro. I was scared. I was not trying to fall out.
You can't see your afro. We know this.
I had to wear a hat over this. I had to wear a helmet over it. The front.
Really?
Yeah, it fit obviously, but I had.
They got rocks in there and stuff,
bro,
like
it's
that.
It's a straight rapids. It's literally like in the movies where like it's a multiple rapids, so you're going down a ravine. So you start pretty high up, you go down this river, it picks up, and they have like different strokes for the ravines, like quicker, slower. You know what I'm saying? Right, left. So they teach you what you're doing before it gets serious. Type shit, bro. Type shit. Like bro, little kids can get on this bitch.
Do you feel like it was easy to learn what they instructed you to
hell
do?
Yeah, hell yeah. It was way easy because you're learning as a group. It'd be like 6 of us in the boat. Like it's not just us 3 and then it's like 6. You gotta have at least a minimum of each person.
And then they have people like throughout the course in a way like on the side or no?
No cap. It wasn't nobody there. No cap. Hey, it wasn't nobody on the sideline. He told us himself. The instructor's on the boat with you, and he's your guy. He's your head one, and he's like, "Listen, like if you fall out, we're gonna save you, but like, it's not like if we don't save you, no one's gonna save you. But it's like you might fall out. Like it's you know what I'm saying. You signed the waiver type shit. Shout out to Colorado. It's a vibe, bro. Like it's a vibe. Everyone was comes in. Nah, like bro, everything is cool. Like
good, bro. You just signed.
It's funny though to me because it just comes out funny because it's like you explain everything, and all of a sudden someone just Here's a waiver though. Like,
No, yeah.
I don't think
waivers,
that type of
waivers
stuff
always
happen. I don't
yeah.
think like people like get hurt or nothing. Maybe
No,
fall out accidentally.
There's different. The thing is, there's different levels to it. Like, but something like, kind of like a frisbee. What is it called? Frothing when you froth. And there's like different courses.
Yeah.
They're like harder ones and there's easy ones, right? It's same thing with the whitewater rafting. You go on different like levels of a harder ravine or like a not a select like a tourist ravine. You know what I'm saying? Tourists usually come to this one because it's easy. Where if you're a local, you go down serious ass rapids where it's like constant. That shit is like Then it's like you're like that's next level shit. You're not trying to do all that. So you go to the, you're trying to go to the the tourist one where it's like this is nice, couple $100 and everybody's good. So,
would you ever go skydiving?
Yes. Oh hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would for sure. I'd go. I wouldn't like obviously training. I'm not gonna out that bitch right away, but I'd go. Fuck yeah, why not? You gotta try.
How I feel about that one.
You
Yeah,
gotta try it, man. You wouldn't try it, dude?
I would.
I got you right. We'll stop right here. So we're going into our next subject would be fears. Biggest fears. We'll make it controversial. I wasn't gonna have you pick, but we'll just get into it. We'll get into the fears because it's running that way. A big fear for a lot of people that I know in my family is heights. This guy over there is scared of heights. I was at first. I think the older I'm getting, I'm not as scared. So going into skydiving, I think it'd be a fear that I would face. I definitely would. I'm not too scared of heights. Growing up, like as an older, my fears are very interesting. They wouldn't match me, which is it's weird. Like not to break down anything. It's weird as fuck because like I'm more scared of like little shit. Biggest fear of mine is dead ass a bug. It's a centipede. I'm sorry, bro. Centipede.
Not even the golf course. You
Bro.
watched the movie Centipede?
Yeah, human centipede.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yeah. I watched 1 and 2 actually. I watched the second one too. I was that high. I went to the second one like fuck it. Let me watch this bitch. The third one, I didn't do the third one. I didn't do the third one, but the second one I was like, I watched the second one too. Yeah, no, I stopped at the third. I was like, I ain't watching that shit no more. It just got weird.
Yeah.
But centipedes, the bug in general, creep the fuck out of me. I don't know why or what about it. Maybe the multiple legs. Maybe. Yeah. Well, look. See, I'm getting like thinking about it. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, bro. And that's what I'm saying. It's like weird shit. It's like little things like that. Like a centipede, bro. Like I don't know if it necessarily bothered me. Like I've had some in the area, but like I don't know. It's just fucking creepy to me. They're just a fucking weird ass bug that I don't fuck with. That shit does not belong on planet Earth. Take that shit outer space and keep that shit over there, bro. That's all I gotta say about that. Going on to fears, yeah, that's one of my fears. Like bug wise, heights. Like I said, I'm overcoming that. I used to have a fear of like driving, on a highway. You know what I'm saying? Not the expressway, like the highway. You know what I'm saying? Going like 80 though, 80 or 90.
Yeah,
when you started driving, I used to get clenched up like shit. Like check the speedometer, like I'm speeding in this bitch.
Let me get it.
Like I drove my friend to the airport and I caught I was cool. Like we were smoking a blunt and everything. And I looked down at the speedometer, and that bitch said 90, and I looked up. I'm like, I was like, I'm flying in this bitch. I was like, damn, like, got a little anxiety type shit. So, fears like that, I think, are just you gotta overcome them, and some of them are still around though. Like, let's get a centipedes for real. Yeah,
I got some of those same fear, like the height and the driving. But my fear is, it's not really the height and the driving itself. It's more of like the outcome of like, man, what if I like slip up or something? Like if I'm high or something, like at a high altitude, and like, what if I just slip, or if I make one wrong move, or this parachute isn't attached correctly, or
get your big teeth. Don't open up, right? Like
that's my only fear.
Okay.
You know what I'm
You're kind of, so you would say it's kind of like worst case scenario in the time.
Yeah, like what if the worst case scenario does happen? But another big fear that I have besides that, a big fear that I really do have is like losing my drive, like my ambition. So basically, like losing that feeling of wanting to like
Go out and
create or
Yeah.
do or try new stuff, like just sitting there overthinking or thinking like, man, I can't do it or nothing. Like I don't want that feeling. You feel me?
The drive or the ambition.
Yeah,
Just
I want that to keep going. I don't want to
Okay.
lose that. So I want to keep that energy of positivity to
Yeah.
keep going. Sometimes it may be negative, so I believe it's a balance. But you know, overall,
It's
I
a fear,
just want to get over that fear of saying like, oh no, I'm not gonna do this because I can't or I'm not capable of it, basically.
Okay, right. I like that. That's okay. Yeah.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
To say my fears. I think that like from small to big fear, small fear
Mhm.
is like choking or drowning. Type of
Ooh,
thing.
interesting. Choking.
Like,
Yeah.
for real. I
used to be scared too. Low key, like just drowning. Not so much.
Nah, it's like nah,
But the choking, though, yeah.
That choking is crazy.
Low key.
I had both experiences. When I was younger,
Ooh,
so-
you were choking and drowning at the same time?
Nah.
That's it.
That's-
That shouldn't be.
But when I was younger, when I was swimming, this had to be like when I was in 4th grade. It's like, I'm just at this little local pool. I used to live in Kenosha for like 1 year.
Shout out to K-Town.
So I forgot exactly where this was anyway, but I'm just chilling with my friend, whatever. We slide to the deep end. Mind you, I've never really been in the deep end like that.
That
so,
12 feet got your ass
No,
scared,
I'm
boy.
So I'm sliding on the
He said
side.
double digits?
I see him jumping in, doing this thing, and I'm sliding on the side, holding on. He gets on the side, right? My ass kind of like slips.
Ooh.
And then I tried my dumbass. I tried to grab his back. His back is wet. So
Goofy.
I slipped and go all the way down, bro. I felt my ass just touch the floor.
Ooh, pause.
I'm trying to like spin back up type shit. And when I do, I slip in. So I'm trying to take a breath, but I go quickly
Oh,
back
you was
up.
drowning yourself.
Dumb as fuck, you feel me? So I
You
try to
drowning.
like peek back up, and this one older gentleman kind of looked like he was kind of trying to look for me to see if I was drowning.
Mm.
His ass sat right back down, bro.
You know you drowned when you trying to jump up in the water.
Yeah, nah. You feel the bottom and you're like,
Yeah, bro.
you gonna make it? You like, oh shit, he did that.
I'm
That
not, like,
instant,
going.
that instant panic.
Right, so I finally made it back up. Everybody's like, "You all right? You all right?" I'm sitting here like, "Hell no, I'm
Right,
not all
I'm really
bro.
not okay, motherfucker. Call the cops, G. Like
I walked
SOS.
home. I walked home, bro. I was
Okay.
salty as hell, but then the choking part, I had choked. My granddad, shout out to my granddad, RP, Clint
RIP.
Coin Man.
R.I.P.
Remember that actually? It was very impactful for you. I think so. Yeah.
So he had cooked me some eggs and bacon, bro.
Fire.
You know,
Cheesy eggs? Or just eggs?
Nah, just some eggs. Like,
Just out of curiosity.
but you made the bacon. The bacon was like not like crispy. It was more softer.
Oh,
right?
kind of almost fatty, right?
Right. So I'm just hungry, bro. So I'm stuffing my face.
As you
bro.
should. Right.
Bacon get caught. I'm not realizing I had a whole cup of juice on the side of me. I just
Damn.
freak out. Pops in the living room. I'm running in. I'm choking, bro. Low key,
Oh,
high key, I'm choking.
You got the footing though when you started choking. Okay.
He's on the phone. He's not realizing. And then like I'm sitting here, bro, like hand on my neck, just being like,
Hit him
he's
with
like,
the-
he threw his phone, bro, trying to get Heimlich. That shit ain't work. So I'm freaking out more.
Oh shit.
Right, so I just kind of rushed in the kitchen, put my head on the faucet until the water made it go. Bro,
Okay.
I was freaking out, bro. I thought I saw the white light.
Damn.
Bro.
Okay.
Those two are my main two fears, just like that. But like, kind of going off what David said, it's just losing my drive to want to, grow in life.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Being creative, all that stuff, but just the motive to just grow and do stuff that you need to do, like not get lazy, not
Yeah.
all
Definitely.
that stuff.
It's actually a serious like part that it's more of a men's mental health thing too, that when you lose that drive as a man, you come down on yourself. Like your life is already like being beat up outside of your mind, so you're like taking it in and it's hurting. And so when you start to lose the drive initially, it's yourself beating yourself up. That's what that is. You're coming down on yourself, and it's more of I can't get out this funk because I don't feel right, and I'm not gonna feel right. I don't know when I'm gonna feel right, and then you just kind of go back, and now you're just like and then it becomes a habit. So losing that drive for a lot of men in general is very common. It's a very
Especially at our age.
well, yeah, especially going into your 30s, and I hate to say it out loud. It's an adjustment. I know you guys are a little bit younger than that, so
A little bit,
exactly.
Tyler.
All right, y'all right there. Y'all right there. Y'all
A
can
little bit.
no join. I'm just like no, but it's a for men's health. That point in your life is very questionable. It's more so what do you want to do, what do you want to be, and you don't want to lose a drive of who you want to be. Like the question is, what do you want to do, who you want to be, but it's like, who do you really need to be for yourself? That's it's a phase that you go through, and losing the drive is very important to like, it's a fear, like you're saying. The fear wise on it is, if no one else can get you out that funk and you can't do it, you know what I'm saying? Who do you rely on?
I think it also correlates to who you surround yourself with.
Oh hell yeah!
You know, but I don't want to contradict myself saying this, but it's like, it's not other people's, you know, how I say this,
responsibility in a way.
There you go, yeah, to make sure you're straight. But the real ones that you have as supporters around you just have to realize the ones that are actually there for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the work too, as much as they're doing the work for you. You know what I'm saying?
110%. I agree, because like it's if you're around somebody and they're like, yeah, bro, you ain't got it right now. Like you off your game, and you're like, nah, I'm cool. Now you're already in your head like, I might be off my shit. Like, damn, I did just drop like shit. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the weed type shit. Like, or like I'm lazy. Like I should have finished that track, or something happens, and then you're like, then you start to think about it. Like I am kind of lazy, and you surround yourself around someone that's negative. They're gonna keep being like, nah, you ain't got it right now. That shit's ass. Like,
too, can you take constructive criticism?
True. Well, there's a thin line though. There's a thin line, I feel like, between constructive criticism and criticism. In general, obviously that's they codependent, but it's like, is somebody really critiquing you?
Yeah.
Or yeah, you know what I'm saying? Is it, you know, that I've always intrigued, because doing something like the podcast in general, perfect example. When I first thought about doing it myself, with my older brother, I was very in my head about it, because I was like, that shit's like, who the fuck's gonna come and chill and just try like kick it? Yeah, you know, at first just the negative mindset, and I'm like, why the fuck? And then I'm like, nah, hell no. And then I double back, and you're like, well, it's almost like you do a pro and cons. I don't know about you guys. If you're really down bad and you're indecisive about something, I've done a pro and con list numerous times. You just simply draw a line down the paper, pros, cons. You write out your pros, you write out your cons, whatever weighs out what, go with it. So it's essentially kind of what I did. And I mean, it evened out. You start to hype yourself up because you look at the pros, like the pros of it, because you're like, damn, people might actually come. This might actually help people open up about themselves. This might actually be a cool way to connect with those people. This might actually be a platform for somebody else to come and do something. I was like, that shit might be decent. I have to host it, but I mean, hey, all right, type shit.
I feel like it goes to what he said. Like it's a mental thing, because you can. It goes back to also what he said, like when he said he didn't want to try the podcast, like he thought it was. It's really that simple to grow into what you're trying to grow into. Most people just out of fear and it's mostly fear of their thoughts.
Initially, it's fear,
You know, they think that they can't do it, but what if you were to think the other way?
Yeah,
so how, like right now, if you say like, man, this podcast won't go good, but you can also think the other way.
Yeah.
And if you choose to think the other way, you know, most of the time I think that everything is not just going to come out great, but you'll probably get a better result most of the time. And then another thing about like the people you surround yourself with is true.
Yeah. That's a big thing. It is.
Another thing is like also everyone is going through something. Or they're feeling something, or they're influenced by something, or something is just they could be bothering them, or whatever it may be. But I feel like everybody should respect that. You get what I'm saying? Because then it creates more of a healthier relationship. And so and also like you don't look at a person and be like, man, they don't like me, or maybe they're ignoring me, or they're doing this to me on purpose or something. Like no, maybe it could just be that person, they're going through somewhere, they have their own different way of thinking,
they're on a different frequency.
That too,
that's what it is. They're on a different frequency, and your paths may not be like, you know, yeah, exactly. You guys are still there. For a long time, I've had a lot of situations where the fear of losing a friend, if you will, a big fear of losing a friend, because you're just like, I haven't spoke to this person so long and I don't know how to reach back out to them. It's usually what it comes down to. It's usually 9 times out of 10. It's like, yeah, we used to do a lot of shit together, and lives are different as fuck. Like, so-and-so's got a kid, or you're doing something else, or they're famous even, or they just don't fuck with you. Like, you fuck with somebody in their group that they don't fuck with, so like you're considered ops. Like, we don't fuck with you, nigga. You be with ops. And it's like, damn, like, I'm not guilty by association, but in their eyes you are. So it's like, how do I reach out and be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the friendship we had was cool. What's up?
Right.
So
that's where I think, again, that's where you have to, not to sound cold-hearted, but grow up. It makes sense. So
that grows up. Yeah,
true friends are your true friends. Bro.
You're right.
Yeah, my experiences in high school, like off that, like a long time ago, when you expect, your expectations can drive you crazy.
Yeah,
you can expect people to be in your life for so long. You know?
Do you guys have, not to cut you off, but to be the same subject of, like, biggest fear in high school going through it? Like, what would that have been kind of for you? Like, experiencing high school, and like, what were your, if you can think back to that time, because you guys are old guys now.
My 10-year anniversary is coming up.
Oh shit, yours is, yeah.
Like less than a couple weeks or so.
Oh, that's true. So thinking about going through that experience with high school and losing some friends, like, what was, you think, a bigger fear that you had at that time, that you look back at it and you'd be like, that was some weak shit. Like, what the fuck was I scared of? Like, talking to a girl, G, or like, or not talking to a girl, or
a lot, yeah.
Or not joining these friend groups that you maybe could have, like
that too. But
you know
also, like, in high school, bro, I used to throw like some of the biggest parties.
Like, don't even get me started.
Crazy, but not probably not in your area, but in Waukegan area, like Zion area.
Nah, you would have that bitch rocking. I went to a couple where that bitch was shoulder to shoulder. You be in that bitch like
over there where you guys were at too. There was stuff going on over there, like Round Lake, Fox Lake,
Gurney. I was in Gurney mostly in high school, and definitely Waukegan and Zion for sure.
I think my fear, bro, in high school mostly was just not achieving the goals I set out. Like,
okay.
First of all, I used, the sports thing. Like, I actually wanted to do,
shout out TJ in high school. That boy was cold.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, when things like that, especially senior year, because it was a little weird. Like, for me, my situation, I was actually, I don't know if you remember, I left, bro, for a second. I went to Arizona for a second. I was supposed to stay out there my senior year, whatever. Mm-hmm. Came back home last minute, whatever. Tried to join a football team, made it, didn't play, cool. I'm not complaining about it. Right. Didn't make the basketball team, cool, didn't complain about it. But looking at after that, my fear was like, what am I gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's next?
Like, that next moment, I'm like, what am I like?
That's scary, bro. That's scary. That's scary as fuck, bro.
It was like, okay, I always had that thought, like, if sports don't work out, whatever. But are you gonna go to college, bro? Because I know off that, I told myself I wasn't going to college the first year. But what they tell you in high school, the longer you wait, harder it is for you to commit to go to school, right?
True.
Shout out to the people who have graduated. Shout out to people that stay committed. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to people that graduated college for sure. Yeah. Graduating high school, it's more of, I mean, we have friends. I don't know. We all have common friends that didn't graduate high school, and that alone isn't a commitment in itself. So, this is me sounding harsh. I feel like you should have been able to finish high school, but it's okay if you didn't. I'm gonna give my shout out specifically to people that graduated college, because that shit is tough.
That's right. To those who
graduated college.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because high school is you do it, motherfucking Nike that shit. I don't know, just do that shit. But college is I'm speaking from experience. College is a different atmosphere.
Tech campus, whatever. Mm-hmm. See, I just didn't really know about it or check into it until the second semester of my senior year. Right. My dean was like, "Yeah, you could have did this," and I was like, "Wow."
And that shit is like, that shit's a killer too, right? Because you go back and be like, "Well, you should have did this. Yeah. You could have had these credits, and you could have put yourself up," especially with the tech campus situation, because you a lot of that. The purpose of that was to set up kids to go to college that freshman year and already be a sophomore type shit. So I used to be a little bit salty, but like, how come I ain't going to tech campus? Like, damn, I was like, shit, they get to go and leave and do that shit. And I was like, man, fuck CLC. You don't even sound that lit. Ended up going there, you know what I'm saying? Ended up going there, but going to college. And yeah, that was It was cool. College was fun as hell. Yeah. Fears are definitely.
CLC seems pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
they have
cool.
2 campuses.
Yeah, I know people that have graduated off 4 years of college today, and they have connects to other colleges, which is the cool part. You can get in tune with CLC, and it connects you to the college you want to go to. Is really what it's there for. Honestly, that's what you're supposed to use it for. It's a tech campus, and it's a college campus that it helps you out to whether further your like career, like or your you're learning there with them, and if you want to further it, like they can get you to the college that you hypothetically reached out to in high school and stuff like that. If not, you could just do the years there and then graduate. CLC is fire. I just was working full time.
Yeah.
I remember seeing teacher there myself. Like we were both at TLC for a while, I think.
Oh, you was in CLC?
Well, here's the thing. I tell Zach, I started the process, bro. And each 2 years in a row, I started the process and just like whatever the case was, just didn't commit to it or something came in the way. But even still to this day, though, I'm still, in my head being like, I want to go get a trade or whatever. But even if it's at CLC or somewhere else, bro, online college, whatever the case is, bro,
anything.
It's just making sure, knowing what I want to do first. That's really
that's the first step. You can't just be picking classes and fucking. The fuck am I even out? Spanish 101. Like the fuck is 3 o'clock. I ain't trying to be in this bitch.
another fear too, like being like for me, I played different sports, so but I'm gonna use this as an example, like choosing what you wanted to do when you have different options, right? As a young 17-year-old, 18-year-old. Just having all the decision making on you. It's like, okay, what do you want to do? And then you get complacent and don't decide because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's too much pressure.
You know what I'm saying? That's
it's
what
like
I feel like I kind of went through, and I don't know if anybody else has went through that type of thing.
Yeah.
But
I went through that, but I feel like that's the time, like when the pressure is on you, that is the time when.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like sometimes though, like there is times where the pressure is on you, and it's kind of like
definitely overwhelming,
too much. But there's times when you just tell yourself like, man, do it, just do it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
let's go for it.
You do have to go for it for sure. With CLC, that was the same. It was the same situation of where do I go after these classes, and I chose to work. That was my decision. I went to work. I was working full time. I had a job.
I feel like too though, like if also like there's nothing wrong with a job if you have a plan, like if no matter what you're doing, if you have a plan behind it and some knowledge behind it and trial and error behind it, and you got faith behind it, like you really believe. You gotta
believe in that dream, right?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you'll get to where you need to go or very close.
Because that shit felt like I was like, this shit is whack. Like I remember one of my last couple of days in class, I was in math. I was like, this shit dumb as fuck. I'm like, it's some like that's just my mentality though. I was just like, this shit is not for me. Like I'm looking around, I'm like, I gotta go to work. I'm like, these niggas ain't making no money. Like I'm like, I gotta do shit. Like I'm sitting in class learning this math. Like what the fuck? I do math at work. That's what that shit's for. I'm like, I'm already going to do math. Like I'm getting paid to do this math. The fuck am I doing here? So I'm paying y'all niggas to teach me the shit that I already fucking know, and I'm supposed to wait for you to tell me when I'm ready to learn what I need to know. So I was just like, look, you know what? It's cool, man. I'm gonna just go, and I'm gonna go to work. And I was working full time. I definitely was like that. No, fear of mine was not like at that specific time too. I was like, I'm not going to class. I'm going to work. I could be learning some shit right low key. Like after I just cussed them out, like I'm just like. So I just put that mentality into grinding. I was just like, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do to make sure motherfuckers are fed in my family, and like that pressure is like it's kind of like David was saying too. Is like it's that make or break of like, do I have too much pressure to not go forward, or do I pursue what I set out to do? I set out to go and work hard as hell.
Pressure make dying.
You feel me? That shit go. Yeah, it does. It does. Going into fears, I mean, I think covering good amount of fear, right? think so. I mean, anything else you guys want to be scared of real quick? You know, Halloween mask, Halloween costumes are scary. You scared of clowns at all?
I think that.
I'm kind of scared of clowns a little bit. Like if we're not like if I see a clown on the street, I'm not scared of a clown on the street.
Remember when
like,
they had the clowns that would on the dash cams?
For no reason.
but now, if you put me in like
April. This is Bugs Bunny era.
Nah,
you put me in a circus full of like clowns or like a tent or something.
Ooh,
Like, I gotta get out of there.
It's up. Back up. Everybody get back. 5 feet.
Walking up on people in like with like a group.
Yeah.
Of clowns.
Yeah.
You just with your homies.
You find out that was one of you.
That bro.
Hell nah. I'd be terrified.
I think
I'm not that scared of clowns, bro. I was more scared of. I used to have a fear of like The Exorcist. Remember the movie The Exorcist and shit like that?
You know,
That used to fuck me up.
you think there's any more scary movies? Like you think these movies nowadays are as scary as they present themselves in the trailers?
Honestly, bro, high key, me as a scary, I love scary movies.
I do too.
I love a scary. I will watch a scary movie at 3:00 in the morning by myself with some candles, no one in the room. I don't give a fuck. I be watching.
I might
smoke-
think something around the corner.
I'm
or something.
smoking, chilling. I might hop on the game while I'm watching the movie. But if not, I'm chilling. I just
But I really mess with like that 3 a.m. vibe sometimes. Like I'll be waking up smoking like that, playing the game, just
type shit,
vibing real quick. But other times there do be times sometimes where I wake up, I'll be like, man, let's around the corner right there. Shadow.
Scared it.
All right, you want to talk about that a little bit? Like, y'all believe in I wouldn't say ghosts.
Nah, go ahead. Hey, this is a platform of anything you want.
Entities or whatever.
I believe in all that shit.
I believe I'm an entity.
That shit was funny. Look, he said, I believe it. I'm in it.
We are entities, but like, you know what I'm saying? The ones that are not alive no more. Like,
I do
believe. So, okay, if you say that, then when I was younger,
I do.
I feel like I've had my own experience. I'm not gonna get into detail, but
I seen ghosts. I've been abducted by aliens. Go ahead. What you got?
Ooh.
Nah, go ahead. No, you're good. Go for it. Go for it. Nah, go for it. I want to hear
was
it.
just saying, bro.
I want to hear it.
It's not even. I'm not even gonna get into the full story, but I feel like off the experience I went through, and then having a couple more. Yeah, I believe in the the other side. Supernatural, all that, beings and stuff like that. Like, that'd be a kind of fear a little bit.
Definitely.
Seeing some shit when I'm not really supposed to see some shit, like waking up to go and pee or some shit. You walk in the hallway and you see some
demonic shit.
Right.
When I was younger, I used to be really more scared of that. When I got older, though, I do believe in entities and all that shit. If I see it,
ghost hunters and all that shit.
That's what my mentality is. If I see it with the mentality I have right now, I might like be dumb enough to be like I'm gonna talk shit to the ghost. I'm one of them.
It's my time.
If you knock down the chair, I'm gonna knock down the chair too. Like, what's up? I'm on that, G. Like, you gotta, paranormal activity. You gotta paranormal activity me. You gotta like push me, and I'm like, okay, you for real here? Okay, then I'm gonna leave. Like, then I'm not fucking with you.
Zach seeing all the forks and
I
shit
feel like-
flying, and she was like,
I'm still right there. Like, what else you got?
I feel like they got to do back with what he said, like your frequency.
Okay.
Whatever frequency you're on, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're on a lower frequency, you're probably gonna be like, oh man, I think I seen a ghost, or like this shit's happening or some shit. But like,
I mean, it kind of does because it's who you're around. If like, let's say like if we're chilling right now, we saw some shit, right? Which one of us can be like, oh shit, a ghost? Or which one's gonna be like, y'all seen that shit? You know what I'm saying?
And then
like,
the other person might be like, haha, y'all tripping.
Yeah, because it does come around. Like I used to live with my sister, Ebony, shout out to Nebe. And when she would feel some like creepy shit, because I don't know if the creepy living was haunted, but it'd be some weird shit that would happen, right? She would just sit there and she'd be like, "Get out," and she would open the window.
Oh.
And I feel like it worked though. Feel like it worked though, because she's pretty religious in a way, you know what I'm saying? She would go to church every Sunday. So
I mean, shit, you never. I mean,
but
we're not anybody else. Like you never know what somebody else is experiencing.
As far as my own experiences, though, I've definitely seen a ghost for sure. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I definitely saw that shit. I definitely looked down the hall. That bitch was moving like this. I was like, yeah, nah. I went back to the room. I just went back to the room. Like I didn't think more
Yeah,
on
like,
it.
that's the type of
Yeah.
Type shit you just go.
that I be like when I say 3 in the morning, like that's the type of shit I'll be like, okay, I just seen this shadow. Let me just go back to the room.
God, I saw some shit. I don't like. Don't nobody believe me. And that's the worst part. Is like nobody believes me. Like that's cool. I know what the fuck I saw.
I be thinking like, man, am I too high or some shit though? But like, I be like, hell no, bro. Like I smoke every day, bro. Like what the fuck? How the fuck could I be too high? Hell no, bro.
Watch the ghost be like.
I've never seen the ghost, but I felt a few times where I felt like presence, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
hell yeah,
it makes sense on why though. Because one situation, okay, R.I.P. Grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, R.I.P. Grandma.
Grandma Claudia. So after
Grandma Claudia.
Yeah. So
wow, interesting. Okay.
So after her funeral, right? This was like my sophomore year. So you're like a junior at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
big dog.
I said big dog.
Big dog.
So we go to my aunt's house, and my grandfather was still alive on my mom's side. His best friend, his best friend ended up passing away the same day of the funeral at my aunt's house, but outside of my granddad's car.
Mm-hmm.
So that night was a weird night for me because it was like my aunt and everybody went to go tell everybody else what happened, right? So me and my cousin.
Did you believe it?
So let me get to it.
Okay.
So me and my cousin, like, so it was weird for me because we called him Pops.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he could pull his whatever dentures. I used to.
Nah, Pop for real.
Yeah, he used to pull his.
Not Uncle Denture. No,
this is my last memory. Right? Me, my cousin, my brother were having a conversation like we kind of are, right?
Yeah.
In the kitchen. And then I go back in the living room, and the last memory I see is him kind of looking at me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward of him passing away. But my cousin told me, like, the little kids, before he passed, I guess, said he was waking up and said his chest was hurting. And passed away later that night. I went to sleep and we went across. I'm with my brother, which I didn't know he was asleep on the floor. I think I'm by myself, right? I wake up. It had to be like 2 or 3 in the morning. You know them.
Always. They call it dead hour, 3 a.m. That's right.
So, bro, I got no cover on me. But I'm sweating, gang. Like I'm sweating hard as hell, right?
For no reason.
So
weird.
I get this feeling like there's like a motherfucking presence in the room, and I'm like, to me, I'm hearing shit a little bit, but
you think you tweaking, but you really hearing that shit though, right?
Like,
I hate that feeling too, right? You be like, nah, I don't hear it, but
bro. Like me, I'm gonna go up and
put that blanket under your feet, boy.
That nigga got a blanket, bro.
I ain't even have no blanket. That was
you should got the pillow, folks. Like,
so I get up right for a second, halfway, because I'm like, I'm gonna go peep down. Get this feeling like I hear it in the hallway.
This nigga said it's getting closer.
So I go back on the bed and I twist my body back, you feel me, to the wall. And then I'm like, I'm still hearing it. So I'm like, I get up again, but I step on my brother. The whole time I didn't know he was in the room. So my brother, my older brother,
like
I kicked his ass, bro. I was like, bro, wake up.
Oh, hell yeah. No, hell yeah. No,
like,
for real.
Like,
especially if you're in the room with somebody. I'll wake him up quick as hell. Like, hey, get up. You heard that shit, bro?
Yeah, I swear to God.
He'd be like, nah,
so y'all telling me y'all don't hear that shit?
Right. Bro, I hate when somebody be like, nah.
Right, bro.
My aunt heard the
Because then you feel more delusional.
I'd be like, I fucking heard that shit.
He thought I was too.
Yeah.
I'm sure,
the same shit I heard. The next morning, she was like, I couldn't sleep in my room because I was like, see, Auntie, I'm gone.
He heard it too, though. Yeah. Right. Birds of a feather. If they hear that shit, they gonna stick around.
Cause that was funny. Bro.
Yes, fears though they be scary as fuck. We can lighten it up with this last little subject here. Get into a fun little subject. Tattoos. Tattoos eat my whole body. Eat my whole body. I don't give a mother. Shout out to Young Khalifa. Yeah, tattoos are a fun thing. I ain't gonna stunt here. Roll it up. Your boy Zach heavily influences tattoos. Go for it. Tat it. Don't. Oh. It's a life-changing experiment. That's all it is. If you want to alter your body's image, go for it. Why not? You can add beauty, or you can fuck up your damn arm if you want. I don't know. You can do something stupid, put a fucking something on your face, and then fucking hey, your life is your life. The imagery of tattoos to me is so amazing. At a young age, I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Like when I first saw them, I waited till I was old enough to get tatted. I waited 18 years old, I think, in Illinois. And
I got this shit at age 14.
I waited because 14. I always admired the young cats, bro. I always admired.
I wish I would have waited. To be honest,
that's what I usually hear.
I wish I would have waited.
That's what I hear then.
Because like I don't know, man. I think I was wild when I was young.
I was itching. Oh, you're 16? When you first got so you was young one too? Yeah, see? Where did you guys go? Not a shop either? Nah. The thought of that is terrifying.
But the guy that I got it from, he did work at a shop. Like
I've seen some dope ass art. I mean, that's not a bad tat.
No, but some of the other ones they got it. That's a different story. You feel me?
I for sure waited because I talked to my moms about it and I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. She was like, where? When? What do you this and that? And I was like, I don't know. I do want one, and I want it on my arm. And I'll wait, though. She was like, wait till you're 18. I was like, I got patience. I'll wait. I waited. I had a job at the time, too, and everything like that. I went for my birthday. I got a peace sign. First tattoo I ever got. Bitch was decent. Bled a little bit. And I was like, this shit's raw. I left the parlor like, this shit raw as hell. Like, that shit's on me forever. Like, and it's just a symbolization. It made me want it. I wanted so much more, and I loved it. It's cool if you're into it. There's negatives to it where people think that you're tarnishing your body. Your body's a temple. You shouldn't vandalize it. Me growing up, my older brother got a tattoo before me, and I was like, he a badass. I was like, he raw as hell. And I did beat him eventually in the long run getting tats. But when I first saw him get a tattoo, I was like, is it that easy? And if I'm not mistaken, you were underage when you got yours? Mm-hmm. Underage or you?
Yeah, 17.
My thing with my friends when they got tatted like other places, I was just like, yeah, y'all breakfast. I was like, y'all really want that tat?
That was me.
Yeah,
that was me.
I really want it.
I had my brother, his artist just. So this is back when the 360, the Xbox 360 was relevant.
I mean, are you kidding me? Yeah.
This is funny.
Xbox lover here at the Roll It Up, G. That's got the Xbox One.
I'm PlayStation.
My brother basically.
Ooh, you got to go actually. Stop the show. Go ahead.
His artist is Xbox for full sleeve, so I can't.
What? Sorry, the deal is fire.
So, right. So he got the Looney Tune characters going up his arm as a sleeve.
That's decent.
Anyway,
I don't know if I get my Xbox. I don't know.
So he ain't like that.
I gained too much. That's a good deal, though.
I was like, can my brother get a tat? He was like, yeah, I'll give a damn. And I'm sitting there like, shit, this is my time. Like,
get too big. Some niggas said it's now or never. Boy, get out of here.
I'm dead ass serious because I mentioned it. Like you mentioned it to your mom, right? Mm-hmm. I mentioned it to my pops, respectfully. And I remember he was telling me, he was like, I think you should wait.
Just wait.
But at the moment in time, I'm like, it's free. Right. I'm like, you can't be that.
Things ain't free good, my boy. You know,
but at the same time, like I thought about like I could have got a bigger piece. It's just a cross. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a bad tat though. And it's a story to tell for you though.
Yeah.
And it's
because if I would have waited, I definitely probably could have got it way better.
Now parlors aren't as hyped as they are. They tax hard as fuck. That's what the point of you getting that is though. That shit was free. You can't beat that experience. Yeah.
Like each of my tests haven't really been too like this.
So
piece right
first tat though, that's your first tat right there.
Yeah, the cross. My grandma's name.
Okay. Your tattoo first one, David?
Is my name David? I don't even know. Okay, actually, I know why I got that because my name is David.
Your name is David.
But
he said I forget sometimes. No, I'm just like,
I don't know. I also thought of it like
it's fire. I mean,
a real reason why I got it, like, because most people are like, why would you get your name?
I would,
but like the real reason I got it is because, like, if I ever die in a weird way,
okay,
and they can't. Like
a John Doe.
Yeah, they don't know who I am. They could read the name David, so they might be
able
to go on. Maybe they might not. They might not be able to. You know, my arm might get messed up.
Damn.
So it might happen. But I was like 14, so I wasn't really thinking correctly. So, yeah, but it's the first one I got. And then I got this one Love because of Bob Marley.
Decent.
Because I like Bob Marley's music.
Well, that gets into the next. So that was everybody's first. So how many do you got? How many you got now? Overall, that's
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You got chest tattoo?
Yeah.
9? Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay. All different spots, locations, right? Different, like different parlors and different artists as well.
No, to be honest, okay, so I had a friend in high school. Like I said, I was more wild when I was younger. Like,
I mean,
really, really like testing stuff that I shouldn't be testing. But
you should.
So I got this one first.
Okay.
After this one, and my friend, he was trying to do tattoos, and I let him do tattoos on me. That's why some of them are a bit not as finished.
But I'm a fan of that too, like of the idea of letting someone use your body, because that's how I got this book too. I went to a tattoo artist to get this Courage tattoo, and she was an up and coming artist. Yeah, she was an up and coming artist, and I saw this on her wall, and I was like, "That's just dope, like as fuck." And she was like, "Yeah," she's like, "I do little sketches like that," and I was like, has anybody gotten it?" And she's like, "Nah," she's like, "That's just my sketch." I said, "Do you want to tattoo that?" She was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You can put it on me." And she's like, "Are you for real?" Like she stopped the whole process. That she's like, "Are you for real right now?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, she's like, "I need practice." And I was like, "Hell yeah, bro, go ahead." And I ended up getting this for free too, but at a shop though, which I was blessed as fuck because I fucked with her. She's a common artist of mine, so like the idea of that is like I fucks with that. Like, you know what? If you need something to do real quick, like go ahead. Like that shit better be fire.
But then look, this one right here though, this is one that I got as a weed plant, right?
Oh damn!
Look, see, so I have a story about this one.
Okay.
This is a
It
story
looks like a weed plant.
that in high school. So I went to Waukegan and I was in Washington, right? And
shout out Freshman Center.
I already went to Brookside for 2 years, so then I was in Washington for junior and senior year. So one day I got pulled out of class, and they told me that this tattoo right here, because it's a weed plant, was disrupting the class. So I told them that I'm not going to cover it up because I attended the school 2 years.
Okay, right.
I went to Brookside for 2 years with this tattoo, and I didn't cause any trouble. Nothing happened. So they called the school board, and then they basically told the lady and the person who was trying to tell me that I need to cover it up that there is no basically any rule in the Board of Education that says that he has to cover that up. If he's not disrupting the class, it's inside of my arm. If I'm not causing any disruption, trying to purposely show it,
right,
or anything like that, then
fair enough.
I've been at the school for 2 years. I've been at there for junior year for months.
Yeah, you're a frequent flyer.
Yeah, and then now just all of a sudden it's like covered up. But I understand now, being older, like why they
pretty reckless.
Why they would,
David, I'll tell you right now, it's pretty reckless.
Yeah,
looking at it's kind of reckless. Teaches on. I want a weed plant on me too. I want one on me. I'm trying to fit it on the sleeve. If not, I'm gonna put it on my leg though.
But to be in high school, I should have probably thought like, let me wait till I get out of here or something. I was wild when I was young. I wasn't thinking correctly.
Nobody. It's perfectly fine with tattoos. That's the thing about tattoos in a nutshell, is that they can be so reckless and they can be so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about it. They can be like dumb as fuck, like why the fuck did you get that on you? Or they could be like, yo, I never would have thought of that. That's beautiful. Or like if the color tones match too. I've always been a color guy when it comes to tattoos. I think the coloring on that shit is dope as hell. Like the more color, the better.
That's what I'm missing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to try, coloring inside some of my tattoos.
I got the sunflower. Yeah, it was a lot more bright, but the artistry for the sunflower when I first got the
Courage.
That's Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. And when I got Courage Purple, I was like, why not? Like instantly, I saw him, bro. I thought this was just a bag.
See how you got that right there. So all those Looney Tunes characters, bro.
Yeah.
Pepe the Pew, all that. Yeah, I'm smoking a joint. That's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
All that.
I thought of cartoon characters because I've always watched cartoons as a head. Like me, while I watch cartoons, I'm going to finish this off with cartoon characters. That's the point. The idea with Courage though was just amazing because Courage the Cowardly Dog as a cartoon was fucking dope. I don't know if you guys watched that shit, but I watched the fuck out of it like religiously, boy. I used to be in front of the TV. You couldn't talk to me like I'm watching Courage.
That little dog
crazy. I used to call me from my room. Courage is I could really do just to watch.
I got a Courage. I
My
watched
favorite
it too.
episode is that when they went like under the sea in the underworld.
Ooh,
In the sea.
that shit was funny. And he saw the mermaid. The mermaid, yeah, he was fucking with the mermaid.
Return the slug.
Return the slab, bro. I think it was creepy as hell.
I don't know what type of stuff was going on, but it was interesting.
Bro, you just knew that Courage had to hold the house down. You just knew he had to hold the house down as the dog. And he didn't give a fuck about Muriel, bro, Muriel or the grandpa or the uncle.
The episode when the mattress, when Muriel got possessed. When she was
Yeah. That shit was crazy, bro. Muriel, that she had the green eyes, right?
Bro,
that shit was creepy.
Making you used to dance,
especially when you're young and you're looking at that.
One of my favorite episodes was when the ducks came. Remember the outer space ducks? Them niggas was girls, and they were brothers. Yeah. They used to slap the shit out of each other. He said, "No, you dumbass." Them niggas used to have that. Bro, that shit was funny. Courage, favorite tattoo actually. Favorite tattoo I have. Favorite like cartoon watching it when like as a young kid. So it was just like an impulse. Like it just fit for me. Like I don't see Courage tattoos anyways. So when I saw that shit, I was like, boy, don't nobody got that shit on them. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Like, let me get that shit. Purple with the color.
With that shit, yeah.
Ed and Eddie brothers.
It's crazy. You were in my head right there, bro. Yeah. I want all three of them running with Ed, with the green jacket one. He's got the jawbreaker in his mouth, right? But I don't know if I want them here. I kind of want them either here or on the outside. I don't know yet. But Ed and Eddie was a classic. Like when I got tatted too, like first I went in it. The idea was like to do some symbolic, like honestly, like I wanted to do some artistry shit because with the peace sign, and I wanted to make a sleeve that was like matching. You know what I'm saying? In a way meaningful. That was the idea. But after like getting the tat and like experiencing it and the idea of you can get whatever you want, I went just with a personal message. Like it's weird because like I don't know. When I went into tattooing, like I was like, yeah, I just wanted the peace sign because I know I'm peaceful and I wanted it to match. But now it's like the personality wise, I want to get what I want tatted because I don't really give a fuck. Like I don't care at all. Like I'm gonna get some reckless ass tattoos in the future. I know I am. I just have it lined up. So I love tattooing, bro. That shit is. I encourage it. I don't. How would you guys feel if your kids? You have a son. You don't got no kids, David, huh?
Not yet.
Okay, coming soon. Look.
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so.
Oh shit. Okay, but how would you feel if your son? You have a son?
Yeah.
Okay. Came home. You know what I'm saying? How old did you say? 16. You got your first? Right?
No.
Oh, 14.
What?
Just kidding. I said 14.
Boy, I'm 23.
Oh no, if he came with the tattoo.
Oh, if he came at 14.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's 16. Yeah. I thought you meant had it.
No. I'm not saying his age.
No,
I'm saying
if
he came home at 16, the same age you got your tat.
I gotta ask my dad his reaction. I got low key ask him about how he felt because I'm like, I'll be low key salty, mad. I'll be like, why didn't you wait? Because I told you to wait. But then again, I did it, so I can't really be like on you too hard. But at the same time, I just hope he has the patience to
and
wait.
what if he puts like
if he does that, then I feel
Gucci man ice cream
one
cone
thing I
on
told
myself. What if he brr? One
thing I told myself,
I
bro,
don't feel, brother.
is I'm not gonna put no tattoo on my face or my hands until I officially make it somewhere, do something.
See, I fuck with the David tattoo because I wouldn't get my name, but I do want a Z, and I think I get that bitch on my neck, low key. I think I would get on my neck, so that's the closest I do want to get to the face.
Right.
I feel you on the hands too. I think if I put a hand tat, like I kind of want a flower.
See, I would go crazy on all my stuff. It just I have to be that person I want to be first. You get me? Because I don't want to just put all that stuff and then people like. Yeah. I lose opportunities because of that.
But it's pretty dope that you have your own. I fucked with the own name. That's a good time.
Yeah.
I would do it. I don't know if I would do the whole. I think I just do the letters.
So, an artist that inspired you to be like, damn, I gotta do tests like
that. Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa for me.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of Lil Wayne, but Wiz Khalifa for sure.
I'm gonna say Wiz.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Because he was an artist who started off really with no tats, and then all of a sudden just. Boom.
Who? Lil Wayne?
No, Wiz.
Wiz? No, Wiz started off with tats.
No, not all the tats.
Okay.
Like,
well, yeah.
He got them fast.
No, he was pretty tat though. Yeah.
My whole body up.
But when he made it, like you said, like
when he was making the first Cushion Orange Juice, he was still pretty tatted though. I feel like he ain't have it all here, but he still had chest, and I think he had a sleeve at least. Yeah,
bro was tatted.
Wayne, you can look at somebody like Wayne. Wayne is someone that
He
when
was
he's
tatted too, though.
no, when he started, he only had the
That's
MOB,
true.
and then he had a couple of spaces out.
He made me want to do the eyelid shit.
Yeah,
and all
it wasn't
that.
until he blew up he started going neck and face and legs, and like he went crazy with the tats.
Shout out to my uncle Coop in Milwaukee. He has the what is it? The Brewers sign.
Ooh, nice.
I think the Brewers or the Green Bay, and some other thing on the other side. He has a lot of tats on his neck. He has teardrops. He has all that. Like,
There's some people like that.
I don't know what I would put on my face personally. My personality.
see, I can't do
I
the
don't know.
face. I think I can do that, like you said. The
If
neck.
I get a beard,
Yeah, I don't
if
think
this
the
goes in
face,
thick
no.
enough, I might throw something like on the lower part, maybe like right here on the ear, maybe something
that's
slight.
not bad.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
something slight
it-
there. But I don't know what the fuck I put there. So it's like a nah.
some Chinese,
But I'll
like,
go straight neck like
They
neck
say
down.
Chinese letters.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I've never been a fan of that either. The lettering that you don't know what it is, nah, that's reckless. I wear a shirt that says some crazy like Chinese letters, but a tat, nigga, nah.
Get an afro symbol.
And the Afro symbol, no, you crazy as hell. No.
Fuck.
I get some. This is some shit I would do that I thought about when I was younger. That's random as fuck. I thought about like sponsoring. Like I would, if somebody paid me to put their like a big ass company, you know what I'm saying? I'd do that. And like I had to like a situation like this for a podcast, I had to show it. Like shout out to the sponsors out there, you know what I'm saying? Like we need
Must
that.
have paying you.
Yeah, because I throw a little. It depends on what it is. Like when I was younger, I used to like I'll do a fast food restaurant, like a Subway or like
Subway.
a KFC. Nah, not a KFC. Maybe a Popeyes. Maybe a Popeyes.
KFC. Shout
Maybe.
out to KFC.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, we out here, you know, we fuck the KFC. Maybe
KFC
I might get the
over
Colonel.
Popeyes.
I might not get the Kentucky Fried, but I get the Colonel tatted. Fuck it.
Kentucky.
You look like somebody real important.
do it.
Right. But other than that, like an ESPN thing or like that's what Lil Wayne did. Remember he got ESPN tatted? Like
And he has their whole.
He made a
intro
get-
song.
yeah, so it's like something like that. I'd do something because your body is go ahead, go for it. Like why not? You can. It's just a tat. Like it ain't gonna change my life. That's
I think,
what.
I think seeing my dad actually get tattoos really made me want a tattoo. I'm gonna start there actually.
Okay.
Cause I remember his first sleeve. I got this dragon.
Nice.
He went to the shop, and I remember like it's funny how you got these game systems like old, you know.
That shit
You got-
dope.
You don't have the Mario one, but
No.
they had Mario Bros in there. And that was the
Mhm.
first time I ever played Mario Bros too. And my
Okay.
dad to go get that tat.
Oh, nice.
So it's funny how you have these little things. Where you should
Oh,
get the
yeah.
Mario Bros.
Oh, I mean, we got plenty games here at Dynasty Barbershop.
No, you
know,
know you do. But
Yeah,
that'd be classic.
yeah, yeah. We got the little Xbox in the cut over there. You know, Team Xbox over here. That's what we do. Back there in the cut. Yeah, that's how we ride here.
Not a lot of people say that. I fuck with that. Team
What?
Xbox.
Yeah, it's definitely Team Xbox, bro. Yeah. That
I don't know, I like PlayStation.
Them PlayStation
I used to-
users
I used
are
to mess with
weird.
Xbox.
No, I'm just playing now. Yeah, I mean, either or. I used to play PlayStation 2 a lot. Like
No,
definitely.
I like PlayStation. I just feel like
I used to play GameCube too. GameCube used to be
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh, man,
I used to
GameCube.
fucks with GameCube, boy. Yes.
We
Wii was it was cool. It was cool. I didn't own the Wii, so whenever I would play it like people.
I still have a Game Boy Advance SP.
Okay, the Game Boys were fly as fuck.
Holding that.
Me and Tony the kid over there definitely had a Game Boy. We used to a purple too. We had the purple one. That bitch was fire.
I got a red one. I'm holding it, bro.
Ooh, nice.
Because I don't think they make them. I think they just have them refurbished for sale right now. So holding it.
Holding it, seeing if it marinates.
What is the name of this game, bro? There's a system, bro. Got Sega. It was Sega.
Sega Genesis.
Used to have that too.
That she's there.
My dad got me that.
Yeah. Well, all right,
Atari.
gentlemen. I think we covered all the subjects there.
Yeah.
Shout out to that shit. Anything last words that you maybe want to say? Last shout outs. Anything new maybe potentially coming you want to let somebody know about? Where to follow you potentially? You know, talk to your people though. Let them know.
You can follow me on all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. David the Finessa. And I always have new music coming out. I just released a new single called "I Want You," so
Yeah.
go check that out. Very positive vibes, all about love.
You did.
And shout out to Zach for
Yeah.
having me on this podcast. I really appreciate him
Shout out,
for
Relin.
giving me an audience to talk to. And shout out my boy CJ for coming up here with me and speaking his piece and speaking how he feel about these subjects.
Right.
It's always gratitude. Again, shout out Zach for having us here.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out David. I'm going to be dropping some music soon too. I just don't really have a date for it, but you can follow me at CJ Solomon on Instagram or Facebook.
As you should.
But other than that, I just a message to our age group and just people in general. In these times, I feel like we should just keep our spirits high. With I don't know, I'm not political or anything like that. It's not about to get political, but with all this stuff happening, with everything like that, just stay prayed up. Keep your family, your loved ones, friends close to you. And just stay focused. If you have goals, don't quit on your goals. That's kind of where my head's at. So I'm just appreciative, if that makes sense, on opportunities that I get.
Stay positive. Don't give up.
Love that. That's right. Yes, that's right. Yo, we love y'all. Shout out everybody following. Love y'all. That's all we got. Yo, yeah.
Yes,
You did?
Yeah.